Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl Queen G. Welcome to the Queen G Live Experience. I'm your host, and we are yet in another segment of the Queen G Live Experience. I believe, is this my first show of the year? I think it is. Not show. I won't say show. This is my first interview of the year. Um, and I'm excited, that's why I'm so hyphy and bright eyed because I'm just listen, this set of interviews this year are going to be very powerful, amazing. We're going to have some great guests on this year that you never would have thought we would have reached out to. And you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a bit this season due to the amazing people that we're scheduling coming up this year, and just sit back, you know what I'm saying, get your popcorn, stay tuned. I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing and powerful. And what I love is that I've been having meetings all day today, and the reason I'm so hypey is because the energy of success is just in the air. Like, I don't know if y'all feel it, but I'm running into this year feeling so powerful and amazing and just hyphy. You know what I mean? I'm like, let's go, let's go. I kind of took a break a couple of days before the new year and just studied. I studied what, what my moves were gonna be, strategies, that type of thing. So listen, if you guys have been working on something and you spent all last year in your planning stages and this and that, get ready because this is your launch year. This is the year and time that is going to really set you up. You know what I mean? So, and y'all keep being safe out there. We know that COVID is out there. There's another strand going on. So be careful, you guys. Please wear your mask. Please, please, please be careful. Wash your hands. Let's, stay healthy as much as we can because this is not playing with nobody. This COVID ain't playing with nobody. And I value my life. I know you guys value yours. So do your part, please, because we don't want to hear of any more deaths. I'm tired of that. I want to, have a vital beginning of 2021. I want us all to be around for a while and just bless each other. You know what I mean? So listen, y'all, I got a guest for y'all tonight. It's from a different angle. Y'all are going to enjoy him. He has I don't know what to call it. Comic strip. I don't know what to call it. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But it's a black comic. You know what I mean? Like it's dope. It's dope. His creative mind is so amazing. He's an author as well. His story is on Amazon. I'm gonna let him tell his own story and let him get on here and really, really talk about his journey and what he's been working on and what he's been doing and how things are going right now at this point. You're gonna enjoy this particular story because it's so unique. So let us, without any further ado, welcome our special guest, Mr. Kevin Bookman, to the Queen G Live Experience. Let's get him off of mute. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Welcome to the Queen G Live Experience. Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And guess what? I wanted to announce this. You are my official first interview of the year.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Happy to be here.
Okay, look, you'll never forget that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my God. So yeah, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do and how this journey started. And I don't even know if I described it right, but get me right. If I didn't describe you right, please get us straight and tell me exactly what you do and what your genius idea is and what you've come up with.
Well, first it's a sci-fi novel. That's what I
Okay, there you go.
More so than a comic. It's basically it's really a drama. It's science fiction, it's fantasy. But how I got into it, I've always been into these superhero movies and these comic book characters and everything. collected comics as a kid. Me and my son, when he was a little boy, we collected action figures and different things. So I was always into this. Um, and some of my coworkers were as well. So we always talked about the movies, current superhero movies, and what we would have done differently. And a lot of it was based on the characters themselves. That there was a lack of diversity amongst these characters, and that was an issue for us. We felt like a lot of roles should have been roles that were played by not just black characters, but other ethnicities. There were everything just seemed to be from
Spanish.
yeah,
Yeah, everything.
Batman, the Superman, the Wonder Woman. We're all one race. So we we talked about it, and we critiqued the movies and talked about what we would do differently, and realizing that there's really nothing we can do. If you actually want to make change, then the only way of really doing it is to do it yourself. So
Right.
we decided that we were going to get together and create our own superhero universe. Um, and so me and some of the guys that I worked with, we got together and we formed a little LLC called Massive Dream, and we started writing. And so the main thing was, the main idea was basically about the characters and writing books. It wasn't about movies or anything like that. It was simply about books. First, the mindset was for a comic, to do our own comic. But I had a lot of content that I wanted to get out, and you can't get that out in a comic. So I decided to make mine a novel. So, I went and started, and I called one of my good friends that I grew up with, um, Rick Williams in Los Angeles, and I told Rick, what I was working
Woo-hoo,
on,
Rick.
and Rick knows everybody. So,
Rick is the truth. He
oh yeah,
listen. He brought us together,
yeah,
right?
exactly. I've been knowing Rick. I've been knowing Rick 3/4 of my life. That's my guy. So we got together, and I told him what I had. At that point, I only had a manuscript, but he was listening. He was like, "Man, this is very descriptive. What you're talking about." He said, "You ever thought of maybe making this into a movie?" And no, I didn't cross my mind. But you think that's something we could do? And he was like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "Yeah." He said, "Hold on, let me work on some things." So Rick put some things together. I kept creating. I wrote the book, got it published, put that out, and Rick started introducing me to people that he knew, and from that point we were on the roll. We went from a manuscript all the way to now having shot a sizzle reel the end of last month in Vegas,
Wow.
which would be done with the post production editing, scheduled to be by March 1st. And
Which, by the way, I want to go back a little bit. That book is bomb. I was reading some snippets earlier, and
yeah,
just the few snippets that I read, it just pulled me, and it was like, come on in.
yeah, yeah,
Read this
yeah.
book. It's very interesting.
Oh,
It really grabs your attention and energy. I was like, what?
it's
Like,
definitely entertaining. And the thing is, that's just the introduction. That's the first volume. There's going to be 5 volumes of this Beyond the Saga. And the first one just kind of introduces the characters, the main characters, and the roles that they play. But there's a lot more to be told about this story. This is at the I can't tell you everything that's going on. I can just say that in the end, it's going to be a real epic event to push this thing in a direction that most of these type of movies have never ventured into. It's going to be a crazy ending to this saga.
and I vouch for it only because I read, and I'm holding my hand up like I'm in court. I stand on the Bible with this. Like it's good. It's good. I was hit in the face with it. Like it's that kind of saga. You know what I'm saying? It just really draws you in. And listen, I'm an author, but I love reading too. And it's so interesting. I love your cuss words.
look, I had an
And
interview.
rawness and just all of that. I'm telling you, it's
I did a
crazy.
podcast with DC Curry, And he asked me, he said, well, what is it about this book that would separate it to where I would know it was a black author? And I
Right.
said, well, it's some different things in there. So he just opened it up and went to a random page. And what he read, he was like, oh yeah, this is definitely a black author's book. He was like,
Oh,
yeah, he's like,
you know
yeah,
from jump,
yeah, yeah. He was like, I got to read this. So the next time I saw him and his wife was like, your book is on our kitchen table. She was like, he really, really likes that book. So,
And I
it,
love I even love the packaging of the book, the way it looks, and it's thick and it just, oh, it's nice. Like I love it because I'm an author, and I know as an author you have to hand select those items. You have to itemize things like that, pick out the actual cover and pick
right,
out the inside and how you want this written in. You got to
mhm,
detail all that stuff as an author. It's not a game. You
right,
know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
what
I had
made
to
you go
design.
from, the idea in your mind to actually writing it in a book? What made you take that next step? Because for entrepreneurs that are watching the show, I want to inspire them, and with that, what made you take it from in here to on paper?
Well, I'm just one of those people that feels like, if there's something that you can do well, it's almost a sin for you not
Right.
to try to make it happen. When I even in college, like my English lit teacher loved the passages that I used to write. I've always kind of been creative that way, so I knew I could write. I knew I could get my point across, and it just started out as kind of a bucket list thing, honestly. I just wanted to say I published a book, and this is what it grew into. But more than anything else, it was to kind of get it out there that these black people can have superheroes too, and Native
My
Americans and
goodness.
Latinos and everybody else. We can see people on the screen that looks like us, and I think it's a
Right.
good thing. I think it's inspiring to children. I think it's inspiring to other races to kind of come together, because this thing is a blend. Our message is inclusive diversity. That is our message, and
Right.
uh, I have characters that are from everywhere, and they all fit. We try to stay on point with it, and it's a real universe. This is our Marvel. Marvel and DC, they've been around 50 years. This is new and fresh. Characters are different, storylines are different. Everything is original. So it's a
I love
great
that. And
thing.
I want to talk to you about this. We lost one of our iconic legends this past year, Mr. Chadwick.
Mhm.
Um, you know, talk to us about that. Seeing him bring that vision alive, of what he did with Wakanda. What Talk to us about that.
Well,
What's your
that the Black Panther character had been around a long time. They just chose not to do anything with it until now. But I love the visual effects that they had for Wakanda. It painted us in a light, and it was funny because I was looking at it just I think last night, and they were talking about how Wakanda was supposed to have been one of the poorest nations in the world, but they wouldn't accept aid.
Mhm.
Yeah, they didn't need aid. They had their own their own structure, and they kept the outside world out. But for me, just watching the effect that it had on people, especially people like in areas like China and different places that had never really seen black people painted in that favorable light, it really just kind of gave them a whole new view of us. And because, I saw so many interviews where people just really thought that Black Panther was just the coolest movie ever. And and that was kind of something that drove me to say, well, if this had this kind of effect on black people, just think of the effect that we could put out having characters to represent more people, where
More
everybody could see someone.
nationalities other
Yeah,
than just African American.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
More people that look like them, you know. Um, so that was the whole thing. We just wanted some diversity in these movies. Love the genre, love the character, even the ones, the old school Superman, Batman. I love them. Always been a
Right.
fan of those movies and those characters and everything. But I just thought we could add something to that and be more inclusive in doing so.
You know what I loved also about Black Panther? It really brought certain entities to life, like the costume designers and people that work behind the scenes in the industry as well. And we know behind the scenes, I've been behind the scenes for many, many, many years. Sometimes we're unappreciated until a moment like that happens, and then it puts you on the map, and it's like, dang, okay, they here. You know what I mean?
I'll tell
That
you what.
costume designer got so much attention, so much, the designer, and then some of the, all the actors that were in it that you never really paid attention to before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were genius and brilliant, and they always been brilliant, but it was something about that powerful entity that brought certain elements out and gave exposure to so many lanes and so many areas that never would have gotten it. You know what I mean? Before that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
is that something that you see for your project? Like creating opportunity for different genres and races, and you know what I mean? Talk to me about that.
Absolutely. And speaking, I want to speak on the what you were saying about the costumes. Like I said, I just shot a sizzle reel in Vegas at the end of last month, and the lady that did our wardrobe did magic. I mean, absolute brilliant. Her name is Tara Williams. Did a fantastic job with wardrobe.
That's
and,
right.
and I mean, far above what I had expected, because I had some images drawn up of the characters on how I thought they should look and how I wanted them to be, and she took that and she knocked it out the park. So this I mean, just absolutely fabulous. I think that as far as helping other people out, everybody that participated in our shoot, we have promised them that going forward, they got a spot with us. When we do the live movie, they got a spot in that, because I think that the best thing you can do, you look at Spike Lee and you look at a lot of these guys, and they work with, they start off with basically a team of actors, a team of production, the cast, the crew, everything, and they keep those people together. They move from movie to movie. Right. Tyler Perry the same way, and that's kind of what we want to do, because we're all about loyalty, we're all about commitment, and we try to take care of our own, and so what I think our message will be is we just really want to try to bring people together, because like I said, we got a lot of different nationalities in this, and it's just one of those things that, with the way the world is now, I mean, any positive message is a plus, because things have been bad, the pandemic, a lot of
right.
Separation, amongst people, and it's time to try to bring some kind of normal behavior back. And so,
oh goodness, we are all seeking for something,
yeah,
normal.
I'm hoping through entertainment and through the journey of this saga that that people will like it, and people will kind of start to connect with their own individual characters. That was one of the things that we wanted to do. We wanted to bring people to these characters where this is your guy, like Superman
right.
has his fans, Batman has his fans, but we want Nero to have his fans. We want Immortal to have his fans, in certain ones. So it's really.
Give us the title of your project, really quick. It's Beyonders, right? Give us the title of it.
The title of the project is the Beyonder Protocol. The title of the book is Beyonder Volume 1 Genesis, and like I said, it's the first of a series of 5 books to come.
And by the way, guys, I have asked Mr. Kevin to send me an actual copy, and I will be doing an unveiling in the future here on Queensy Live Experience. So look at that. Woo, that's so
right there. This is your copy, right? So we'll be sending it off in the morning.
Woo! I'm excited. I'm excited about getting that in my hands, and I just listen. I've known Rick. Rick was telling me some stuff this morning that I couldn't believe he remembered. Like,
that's
from back 20-something years ago. when I was early in entertainment and I was doing this casting stuff for movies and films, and he was telling me about my office, the layout. I told him, I just want to pick your brain and write these notes down from back in the day of things that happened in my own journey so I can log that stuff and, write it down, journal it.
I've known him
He's
since I was
brilliant.
12.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, I've known him since I was 12 years old. Trust me, we got a lot of history. A lot of history.
Yes. So I just think that if we continue to do that, bring our friends together in business, look out for each other, keep working together as a team, um, projects like this will live, it will survive, it will be powerful, even in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody's going to take this on, some huge production, film studio, somebody, and put it in their hands, and they're going to make something huge out of it. So I just want to encourage you, keep going, keep going, keep pushing. I'm glad you created the LLC out of it. That was a brilliant route and direction to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Brilliant.
Yeah, KB1 Entertainment. Me and my cousin Marvin Jackson. That's our company, and that's what we put together. We got a small staff. My assistant Yasmin Grace, and we make it happen. I got partners out on the West Coast. Rasan Roberts with Raw Media Production Group. We all came together and we did the sizzle reel is going to be off the chain. It's the effects, the locations. I mean, the scenery is phenomenal. I mean, it's
Why
just
Vegas? Why Vegas? Why was Vegas the choice for the sizzle reel?
well, that's where Raw Media Productions is stationed.
Got it.
He's a full production company, and he grew up with me and Rick too. We all grew up together. So I talked to him as well when I first got started, and he didn't really know where he could fit in. But then when he started thinking about the type of equipment that he has and what he does professionally, that he was like, look, you want to shoot this reel, come out here and we can do it out here. So they scouted some great locations. We had out of this world locations. We had, I mean, some of them were pretty difficult to get to, but if you look at it, it looks like the plains of Africa in a lot of these locations. And our main character, Nero Aureli, he's an African prince. So it all fit together. And it's just, it really fit. Everything fit great. So the special effects, the costumes, the storylines, the directing, the cast was phenomenal. I mean, everything just exceeded my expectations. So it was a great.
And I just moved from Vegas, and they do have some amazing locations, even in the mountains. You know what I mean?
Well,
the mountains out there.
That's where we were.
I can believe it. I didn't even know that, but I know that they got some good scenery. You know what I'm saying?
Going up a mountain at 5 a.m. in the dark and in the cold and climbing 200 feet was no joke. They got mountain lions and everything else. I had to scout to make sure we were safe out there.
Right.
But, it was a great experience though. It was great.
All for the passion and the love, and how does it feel? Let me ask you this, because I'm a CEO and I have a lot of visions and dreams. But it's just amazing when something comes to fruition and comes to pass. And how are you feeling right now about that? Like, just give me the raw, honest truth about where you're at, and how you're feeling about everything.
Honestly, I'm a little stressed at times, because you want to make sure everything is on point. And you want to fit this, you want to make this window work, because it's a window of opportunity that we have right now. And you want to make sure, my assistant pushes the hell out of me, because she's one of those business driven, action driven people that's going to make sure that you stay on point. So she stays on me, and that helps me a lot. My business partner, Marvin, him and Rick, they stay focused. Everybody kind of stays in their lane. We all have different things that we do.
And then my tail gonna come in on the back end and just give you a whole nother lane.
Hey, but at the same time, I love it because it's an opportunity to do something big. It's an opportunity to get myself out there. It's an opportunity to get my people out there. It's an opportunity to bring other people in and provide, ways of feeding our families, ways of doing something that's enjoyable. It's so rewarding,
Right.
I was so humbled by, the experience of being able to go out and shoot the reel with these with these people that were total strangers when we first started putting this together. But by
Right.
3-4 days in, I felt like I've been knowing these people for years, So
They made it work. They made it
yeah,
work, right?
yeah. It just came together so nice, and everybody was so helpful, and it was a great experience. So I'm really loving it. I'm stressing myself because I'm doing all these things at the same time. I'm still creating content because I want this saga to be on point, and so
Right,
I've
right,
already
right.
I finished volume 2 already. Volume 2 is ready. I just hadn't published it yet. Volume 3, I'm about maybe 3/4 of the way there. Maybe a little more than halfway. But yeah, it's a great experience. I'm enjoying it, but it's not easy at the same time.
It's not easy, right? And congratulations too on, creating other extensions to the saga and where you are now with, completing your other books. And I'm just meeting you this morning as of 5 a.m. Right?
Right.
We
Yeah.
were crazy this morning with it. But
Yeah.
that's how serious we all are. We are up early birds on our grind. We
Mhm.
ain't taking no punches. We are serious business people. And this is what you got to do to make this happen. You did
Yeah.
not complain this morning when Rick put you on the phone with me. You did not say nothing. I'm up early. You earlier than I am.
I just
Out
finished,
there in Atlanta.
I
It
just
was
finished the
just
chapter actually. Yeah.
right, right. So it was amazing meeting you this morning, and we already got you on the show. Like I knew that this had to go on live. We couldn't wait, or you know what I mean? Because what I
Right.
want to do is we got you as our first guest of the year, but I want to continue and bring you back on as the saga builds. You know what I'm saying? And kind of build our audience and let them see you grow from here. Okay, this is the first day of the year, the first interview. But every time you get a new update, we want you to come and update us here at Queen G Live Experience and keep us posted on your journey because I love to see people win and love to see their progression and their journey and you know what I mean? And if we're
Mhm.
a part of it, then so be it. God knew. God put us together, I believe. You know what I mean? For this season
Absolutely.
at this time. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Absolutely. So I think that, you know, um, I'm definitely going to send you a copy of the book tomorrow because you need to read that book so you can kind of understand what's going on.
Yeah.
When the sizzle reel drops, you'll have a more of an understanding of why certain things are happening. But it's a lot going on in this book. It is a lot,
Right.
and so yeah, I would encourage anybody that's into this particular type of sci-fi, go get
Get the book.
Beyond the Volume 1 Genesis. Yes, it's everywhere. It's Barnes and Nobles, it's Amazon, it's everywhere. Get the book
Can I
and
ask you something else, Kevin? Is it different filming than writing a book? Like, is that two different entities?
yeah,
I just want to
yeah,
ask.
much different. Because I can, I usually, I go somewhere. My most relaxing place is in the bathtub. I can go get in the tub, run as hot as I can stand it, and my mind flows, and I can lay there for until I'm wrinkled and write,
Right.
because my mind just kind of works that way. But when you're behind the camera, you know, I learned that what I see with the naked eye is entirely different than what I might see through the camera. The lighting, everything is different. I'll see something, I'll be like, oh
Right.
yeah, that's a cool shot. But then when you try to shoot it with the camera, it might not be, depending on if you're trying to do a night shot or whatever. So it's a lot of, with the camera, it's a lot of takes, a lot of shots over and over, this angle, that angle, everywhere. And you're trying to get the best shots you possibly can. Um, when I'm writing, I can write a whole passage, go back, reread it, change what I want to, because I do most of my work on my phone. Honestly, I don't do anything like on a laptop or whatever. My phone.
That was me. That's how
Yeah,
I wrote all of my books,
yeah,
all
yeah.
14 books this
Hmm.
past year. I wrote them on my phone. Somebody would say, "How did you do that?" And I talk to all the potential authors that want to write books, and I tell them you have to find the format that works for you. Some people are writers on the laptop. Some may
Mm-hmm.
like to write by hand. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's different ways to write, and they even have audio now, where you
Right.
can audio state the words, and then it types it out for you.
I
There's
can't do
different
that.
ways.
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah,
work for me. Yeah,
I
I have to
know.
find.
I had to be hands
Yeah,
on with
yeah,
the cell
yeah,
phone, and like I was
yeah.
going in, bro,
Well, the
because
thing
I
with
always
that,
have my cell phone with me. So if
exactly,
inspiration
exactly,
hit me,
exactly.
and I'm at the bank or whatever, and I'm on the
Mhm.
passenger side with my husband, I want to be able to
That
pull that
that was
phone out
that,
and write as it's coming to me.
that was exactly what I was getting ready to say. There have been times where I've been driving and something, I just had an idea pop in my head and I'll pull over and
Pull over
add
and
it
just
because
type it out.
yeah,
And
and I
because
mean,
you got that tool with you, which is your cell phone, is right
mhm,
there, readily available to, get that out of you. And I
right,
call it the pouring out process. The pouring out process is what I call that when we are just, it won't stop. Your brain won't shut down. And you're just like, woo, I got to get this out of me. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
And
I
it
go through that
flows
often.
out. It's so amazing. Writing is so powerful, bro.
Hmm.
So powerful.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a great release too. It really is. You a lot of times you have a lot of things bottled up. I sometimes you find yourself living through these characters. It's certain things that you do
Oh,
in the sizzle reel. I actually played one of the characters because
yeah.
I couldn't I couldn't find anybody to really look the part the way I wanted them to look the part. So I ended up doing it myself. But
You stepped
that goes
in. Right, right, right.
yeah, but that
And of
goes
course
back
you
to
understand the character because you wrote it.
right, right. But it goes back to how great my wardrobe person was because she made me look like I wanted this character to look, and so it
Wow.
all worked out great. Yeah, yeah.
That's
So we,
amazing. I'm so happy. So I want you to talk to our entrepreneurs out there, and speak candid to them, our audience. What advice would you give an entrepreneur that was pursuing, the visions that were given to them? What advice would you give to them?
um, go, follow your dreams, do whatever it takes to don't give up. You're gonna run into roadblocks. You're gonna run into people that may not believe in you. But don't let any of that stop you. Do your research. Whatever it is you're trying to get into, make sure that you understand exactly what it is and exactly what it takes. Don't sign anything without knowing exactly what it is you're signing. Don't agree to anything with anybody. Protect your work. Make sure that you get disclaimers on things. Make sure that you are really holding it because people will steal your ideas. They will steal your work. They will take it and you'll be tied up in court for years trying to get your stuff back. And it's a not everybody means you well. I
Mm,
want to see you
yeah, that's
win.
a good one right there. That's a great one.
Yeah, yeah. So keep that in mind. But if you got people you trust, people that support you, people that are behind you, let them help you. Don't be so closed-minded, and think that your way is the only way of doing things. Be open to listening and let people make suggestions to you that you trust. Not just anybody, people you trust. Make sure it's the right type of people. But try to surround yourself with the best people possible. And try to win together. I've always said during this project that it wasn't all about me. Everybody that's involved with this is they're vested in it just like I am. I might be the one creating the content, I might be the CEO of the company, but they are giving something of themselves to that, and I appreciate that, and and
To
and I
make
need
those sacrifices, yeah, to make
yeah,
it. And I talked about this morning, and I think I told us this on our personal meeting that we had. Teamwork makes the dream work, but people on the same mindset and on the same page make the dream come alive.
mm-hmm,
You have to
mm-hmm,
have people on board that believe in your vision. You know what I'm saying? And you
right,
literally jump in there and do your part that's important to make it come to fruition and bring it to, the surface, basically.
right, right,
And it's amazing. I got some teams now that I've been meeting with that, had my back last year and they were on board. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to have people on the same page. This one lady told me this morning in a meeting, she's like, girl, you ain't got nobody really looking out directly for you. And she's like, I'm here for you in that capacity. I want to make sure that you're straight. You know what I mean? Because I do. I give everything till I'm empty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she was like, no, we gotta pour into you. We gotta do what do you need me for? And that just felt amazing to have somebody ask me that. Because I give so much and I'm always just,
Yeah.
So
Sometimes you need a little something, and but like I say, is if you got the right type of people around you, they'll do their part. They'll help.
You good. Right. Exactly. So Kevin, give us your website again and all the information, because we're coming to the end of our interview. I want to make sure I give you an opportunity to promote one last time. Go ahead at this point and give us that information.
The website is massivedream.com. We're still in the process of building the particular website. I'm on Facebook, Kevin Bookman. If you request, you send me a friend request and you want to know more about the Beyonder saga, I have a KB1 Entertainment page on Facebook, and I can bring you into that and show you what we're working on. It's a lot of footage on there. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of pictures of the characters and the actors that played certain roles. It's a lot of it's really interesting. There's a lot of information and it's a lot of things to see. We just really have been building this thing from the ground up, and it's expanding now, and we just we're on Instagram as well. KB1 page is on. It's got a lot of information, a lot of pictures and stuff, and it's out there. So you want to buy the book, like I say, it's on Amazon, it's on Barnes and Noble. Everybody has it. Walmart, Target, everybody. But it's a great read. It's
that's dope. Walmart, that's dope right there. Your book is everywhere. That's amazing. Yeah. I'm so happy for you because I know I'm in the book world. I understand how that feels. You understand? So, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So listen, I want to go ahead and shout out some companies really quick on this live and give them love and show love. I want to shout out my girl Mariah Jarito over at MJ Own Network. She's amazing, powerful. I cannot wait to introduce some of the new entities for MJ Own Network. Next week, we're going to be launching, she's going to be talking about that and launching some new things. I'm excited about the team that we have at MJ Own Network. And just listen, this is going to be a very fruitful year and amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. And I also want to shout out my girl, Kima Goodwin over at Ocal Mart. She is my clothing designer. I want to give her love. She, you got to give people love. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out who's on here live right now. My girl, Stacks Willis. She's amazing, powerful promoter out in Milwaukee. I want to show her love and shout her out. Mr. Justin Mayfield, Mr. 52 Flavors. I want to shout him out. Thank you, Marvin Jackson, for your comments on here. I think that's your business partner, right, Marvin Jackson?
Yeah, my business partner.
KB1 Entertainment. We want to shout him out. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in and engaging with us today. And thank you, Mr. Rick Williams, who put us together and brought us together this morning. Yes, thank you. We got to listen. You got to give credit where it's due. I don't give flowers. There are people their flowers after the fact. I like to give it to them while they're here. You understand?
Rick is the president of KB1 Entertainment, so that's my guy. Yeah.
Yes. So, without further ado, we're gonna jump off of here. We got a meeting to go to right immediately following this. That's about to be powerful and amazing. I'm looking forward to working with you, Kevin, and your team. And you see me smiling. I've been smiling all day. I've been smiling all day. Like I have not smiled like this in a minute, just because it's been so much on the plate, but I feel so free now that I know somebody with history with me has my back, my best interest at hand, and has my back. Like somebody that know me, know my words, my value, understand that. You don't understand what that feels like. You know, yes, you do. Yes, you do, because
I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get it. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hey, well, we got your back now too. So,
That's what's up.
we gonna
Woo!
make this. We gonna make this work. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and I want everybody to join me on birthday night, February 6th, which is a Saturday evening. I'm going to be turning up virtually, and it's hat themed, y'all. I need everybody to wear their hats. Even though you got a bald head, Kevin, I need you to
I got a
represent.
feeling.
Got to get a slick one, because this is going to be the night to pull these babies out. I might even do a best hat contest. I might
Okay.
even do that. Because
Okay.
hats is my thing. Hats is my thing. You know what I mean?
That works.
And I got to make an announcement that for those that are going to be receiving the direct link to actually get on and comment and say happy birthday or promote their business, there is a $5 promotional, you know what I'm saying, donation that goes into my business. So with that, you get the special link. You get a chance to jump on during the live show and say hello, shout out, give us a few minutes. If you're a rapper, you get to give a bar or two, you know what I mean, of your thing, your music. But you have to pay that donation, because we got to keep our businesses afloat, and to keep me doing what I do. I'm putting it out there. We're gonna be receiving donations for that. So anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here. Thank you so much, Kevin. You've been amazing and powerful. One of my first guests of the year. Woo woo!
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And I just encourage you to keep doing your thing. Stay encouraged, brother. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Whatever I can add to the table, I got you.
Okay. Okay. I
You know
appreciate
what I
that.
mean?
I appreciate that. And
That
everybody else
that
out
fist
there.
right there is a fist of power. Like
Yeah.
when I throw that up, you understand what that means.
Hey,
You
and
understand?
everybody else out there, dare to dream. Anything is possible.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So thank you so much. I'll be seeing you in like another 18 minutes. Thank you
Absolutely.
for joining me on the Queen G Live experience. You've been amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to build with your team and us just bring this together, bro.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is there any last words you want to say before you jump off?
I just wanted to thank my team for KB1 Entertainment and everybody that participated in the Beyond the Protocol, and just tell them, hey, stay tuned, because this is about to blow up.
Woo! Stay tuned. I love them kind of words. That's what's up. That is what's up. So thank you, bro. Go ahead and jump off. I'm gonna say my final words, and then I'll get off. But I'll see you in a minute. Okay.
All right.
All right. Have a good one, bro. Wasn't he amazing? Wasn't he amazing? Sci-fi. Oh my God. Y'all look out for this saga. Look out for this saga. I'm telling you, we got some people that's gonna be coming through here that's gonna be amazing. Y'all saw last season where we had some dope people on the segment, and we ended the year with my brother's interview, Tyrese Gibson himself. But we got some dope people coming up this year. Next Saturday, we'll be featuring Miss Shannon the Queen on the Queen G Live experience. You're going to get to talk to her and hear about her comedy journey. You don't want to miss none of these shows. This year, I'm talking to so many amazing people. And we're going to bring them live to you right here on this segment, okay? And I want to shout out all my business partners. Thank you so much for all that you do, for putting my name out there, promoting me, promoting this show, this brand, this platform. I want to thank you guys so much. And, let's keep growing. Let's keep building. And I'll see y'all next time, okay? This is your girl, Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. I'm checking out.